Welcome to Sci-Fi Stories. If you love stories of courage and mystery, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. The galaxy thought humans were weak. They were wrong. When diplomacy failed, humanity sent something much worse. The Galactic Assembly had long known of humans. They were not the strongest species, not the fastest, not even the most technologically advanced. Yet something about them unsettled every civilization that studied them. A quiet unpredictability, like a dormant volcano that smiled before it erupted. So when the planet Kravix 9 fell to the swarm, a hive-minded bioweapon consuming entire star systems, the assembly descended into panic. Representatives from over 400 species shouted accusations across the marble halls of Unity Spire. The swarm had already devoured 2 systems. Diplomacy had failed. Peacekeeping fleets were overwhelmed. The AI war strategists delivered their verdict. 13 days until core world breach. Amid the chaos, the human delegate, Ambassador Rachel Stone, sat silently, arms crossed. She listened. She observed. She calculated. When a Threxian senator screamed, "No one can stop the swarm. We are finished." Rachel finally stood. The chamber fell silent. "I warned you," she said calmly. "You warned," hissed the Sylvant emissary. "All humans offer are threats and smug grins." "No," Rachel replied. "We offer restraint." She faced the High Assembly chair. 3 weeks ago, you asked for help. We offered a joint task force. You ignored it. You chose diplomacy with a mindless plague. Tentacles waved in protest. It was your species that refused negotiations. Rachel leaned forward, her voice dangerously calm. Because you were negotiating with a virus. Silence. She tapped her wrist console. A direct line opened to Terran Command. Rachel spoke one sentence. "Fine. I'll handle it." At first, the assembly felt relief. They assumed a fleet deployment. Elite soldiers. Conventional war. Instead, within 2 hours, all human ships left neutral orbit. Within 6, Terran embassies locked down across the galaxy. By 12 hours, classified human deep space stations vanished from sensors like ghosts pulling curtains shut. Then the music began. It played on every frequency, old Earth jazz layered with military drums. A deep human voice followed. Operation Lockdown initialized. The assembly demanded answers. Rachel Stone was gone. Her seat lay empty, except for a single Terran coin, spinning endlessly, never falling. On day 3, a reconnaissance probe detected something inside swarm space. A human vessel. But not like anything on record. It wasn't wide or bulky, but impossibly dense. Space warped around it. It was darker than vacuum. Its engines made no sound. Burned into its hull in crude Terran lettering. "I am humanity's irritated mother." The ship advanced alone. The swarm responded with 17 trillion units, an ocean of teeth and rage. The human vessel remained silent. At exactly midnight Terran time, it launched one object. A simple cylinder. Unarmed. No propulsion. It struck the swarm's central world and buried itself 6 miles deep. Then a message played. "This is humanity. You pushed. We asked you to stop. You didn't. Now we're angry." 1 heartbeat later, the planet vanished. No explosion. No debris. No radiation. Just gone. Terror spread across the galaxy. By day 5, half the assembly worlds declared emergencies. Trade routes collapsed. Fleets withdrew from human borders. By day 6, the swarm transmitted its first signal ever. A single concept. Surrender. The swarm turned on itself. Hive queens were executed. Fleets dismantled. It wasn't obeying. It was running. On day 8, Rachel Stone returned. She walked into Unity Spire wearing an old leather coat, sipping coffee. Unbothered. A reptilian diplomat finally whispered, "What did you do?" Rachel smiled tiredly. We reminded them why the galaxy signed the Non-Provocation Pact with us 400 years ago. Another delegate trembled. What was that weapon? Rachel looked up, eyes cold. That wasn't a weapon, she said. That was Jim from Iowa. He used to fix tractors.